Hello! I want to shoot two different videos for people with savings buckets and income buckets. So most of you are coming up to retirement, you aren't retired yet, and we're still in that saving mentality, that saving mode. So this is going to be the video for you. Once we hit retirement, now we're going to be taking money out. Watch the next video so that you'll get a very good understanding of how we're going to build income streams in retirement. Cool? I'm going to share with you the bucket list, our worksheet from our first call, from our first event. Okay, so on this sheet we have 4 different buckets. The yellow bucket. This one is basically for your cash flow. Money comes in from your paycheck, your income, money goes out. Okay, very simple. That is all that bank account is for. So we're really going to focus on the bottom 3 buckets. Okay, bucket 2. This bucket, the pink one, is your 1-year money. So ideally, people, after they've been working with me for a few months, we start to save into this reserve bank account bucket. This is 1-year money, and I call it 1-year money because within 1 year, I want you to spend that money. I want you to enjoy your money while you're still making money. How crazy is that? It could be for vacation, something for your house, car, whatever that 1-year goal is. This has been extremely beneficial to people because we either are very impulsive with our money or we hoard our money and we hate to spend it, or we fall somewhere on that spectrum. So people who are very impulsive with their money, this helps them think through their purchases. It makes them plan them out. It's short enough in the time frame that they can have that gratification. It's not instant gratification, but it's pretty quick gratification, and they know they're working towards something. On the other hand, people who hate to spend their money, this helps them to not feel guilty to spend and enjoy their money today because they know they're still saving in other areas. Those other 2 buckets they'll be saving money into. So ideally, we want to be putting 1 to 3%, sometimes even 5%, into bucket 2. So during our event, I had you really get clear on what are your goals. We're going to have our retirement goals, but we're also going to have goals today on where we're going to spend our money. And that we did that because that's how we're going to start to form your buckets. Okay, so bucket 2, what is a goal within the next year that you want to accomplish as your top priority? And that's where you're going to be saving money into for bucket 2. Some of you, we've done this in our one-on-ones. Some of you, we still have yet to do our one-on-ones. And this is something we can explore and dive into even more to make sure that we set up the buckets right for you. Okay, so bucket 2 is 1-year money. Bucket 3, this is investment money. It's non-retirement money. Okay, so this is money that's going to be working for you. It's basically like your money is earning its own salary, its own wages. And that gives you a sense of confidence, a sense of security, knowing you're not the only breadwinner here. Your money is making money too. So this is money, it's accessible. It's not in a retirement account. It's accessible money. Any gains you have, you will pay taxes on, depending on what type of investment it's in. And it's there to have its own income stream, 1. Another objective of it, a purpose for this money, is to grow your assets for retirement. And it also is, say you want to buy a vacation home, or you want to buy a larger house, or you have some sort of big purchase coming up, a business. You want to start a business or buy a business, invest in a business. But that's maybe 10, 15, 20 years down the line. That's what this bucket is there for. It's for purchases farther out, not necessarily retirement focused. But especially for, say, in retirement and you want to buy a new house, you don't have a lot of house equity, so you know you're going to be paying out of pocket for it. That's what this bucket would be great for. We don't want to take retirement money, take huge chunks out of our retirement account at a time to, say, buy a house, a boat, a car, because you'll get hit with a lot more in taxes. Okay, so bucket 3 is farther out money. Think 10 to 20 years. It can help you with retirement. And we want to be saving at the optimal level about 5 to 10% into this. Bucket 4 is your retirement account money. Pretty easy. You're saving into a 401k, a 403b, an IRA, a Roth IRA, some form of retirement fund account. Okay, it's going to be invested, so hopefully it's growing money for you. It's going to be tax efficient for you because any earnings you won't pay taxes on. And that money we are hopefully not going to touch to live on until we hit retirement age. And ideally, our optimal level for savings into retirement bucket is 20% of your income. Okay? 20%. So what we do is we start with 1% into each bucket. And we reevaluate it the next month. And this is something you can do with your spouse, or this is something that you set aside time on your calendar to see, okay, can I put aside 1% of my net pay? The net is what hits your bank account. Can I put aside 1% into each of these buckets? The next month, can I up it to 2%? And you go very small. If you can't up it, at least stay status quo. And we do this because some people get so excited, so gung-ho, I'm going to set aside all this money into my savings. And then they put so much into it, they don't have enough for cash flow for their expenses, and they have to take all the money back out. I don't want that to happen. That gets very frustrating. You get discouraged, and you'll stop doing it. That's why we start very, very small with 1%. Okay? So that will be your takeaway. Start thinking about your buckets. If you have an idea of your buckets, send an email to me, put in our group chat. Let me know what your thoughts are, and we can figure out, is this exactly how we want it to be structured, to be set up, and then see, can I put aside 1% in from now until the next time we meet? And then we'll do that again from our next webinar to our next live event. Can I put in an additional 1%? Can I make it 2%? Okay. So I hope this gives you a little bit more clarity on what the buckets are and how we start to divide our money. It helps mentally. It's called mental accounting, when we start to separate our money for different purposes. And this is going to give us a really nice first step to organizing our money, making it more efficient as we move through our retirement club. So I know I get very excited about all the stuff that we're going to give you. Don't worry if it's getting overwhelming or too much at once. Just pick one thing to do and implement it. That's what I encourage you to do. Pick one thing, one takeaway. So maybe it's just to set up the 1 year money. That could be just your one task to do, and just put aside 1% of your pay into that 1 year money. Do that. Then the next month, see, can we set up another bucket, bucket 3, and can we add 1% to bucket, our 1 year money bucket, and 1% to the next bucket. And just build on it. You don't have to do it all at once. I know we all get very excited. We're going to do it all at once. Pick one thing to take away. So I encourage you to start with that 1 year money, put aside 1% of your pay, and that's good. Good job. Be excited for yourself. All right. So the next video, we're going to talk about how do we set up streams of income once we hit retirement. Okay. So thank you.